After glycolysis, the process moves forward, and in aerobic respiration the pyruvate molecules thus formed move to the Krebs cycle. The pyruvate molecule gets converted into acetyl coenzyme A and releases carbon dioxide molecule and forms NADH, and obviously an coenzyme A is consumed. After this, acetyl coenzyme A reacts with oxaloacetic acid in presence of citrate synthase and consumes a water molecule and releases coenzyme A to form citric acid made of 6 carbon molecules. After this, the citric acid gets converted into isocitrate in presence of C-isoconitase enzyme. Then the process moves forward and isocitrate forms oxalosuccinate along with releasing one NADH molecule. Then oxalosuccinate forms alpha ketoglutaric acid and releases one carbon dioxide molecule. Now alpha ketoglutaric acid thus formed will form succinyl coenzyme A along with the release of a carbon dioxide molecule and formation of one NADH by consuming one acetyl coenzyme A molecule. After this, succinyl coenzyme A releases the coenzyme A and forms one GTP molecule from GDP in presence of succinate kinase enzyme. Also, conversion of alpha ketoglutaric acid to succinyl coenzyme A kept place in presence of alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase enzyme. Now with all these together, succinyl coenzyme A will be converted into succinate, also known as succinic acid. Now this succinate get converted into fumarate, also known as fumaric acid, and this fumarate forms malate, also known as malic acid, and this malic acid at last forms the oxaloacetic acid. Now if we talk about the enzymes acted here in between the succinate and fumarate there was succinate dehydrogenase and also one FADH forms here. If we talk between fumarate and malate, then the fumarate consumes a water molecule in presence of enzyme fumarase and forms the malic acid. After this, the malic acid forms a NADH molecule in presence of malate dehydrogenase and forms oxaloacetic acid. After all these, now let's take a review of the processes happened here. Here is condensation, here isomerization, here as whole is oxidative decarboxylation, here also oxidative decarboxylation too. Now here fifth is phosphorylation, sixth here is oxidation, the seventh is hydration, and at last the eighth process happened is oxidation. Now this ends the Krebs cycle alone. Now if we talk about what we get here is a total of 8 enzymes were used. And for one glucose molecule to Krebs cycles will run. After that we get 6 NADH, to FADH and to GTPs, that is from 2 cycles. Now if we convert them into ATPs, then we get 12 ATPs from one Krebs cycle. Thank you for staying together till the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video. The comment section is yours for any doubts. See you in next video. Till then, take care.